There we go, wonderful. Right, let's find out. 3 sides. I'm sure. Look, it's me, and it's Sarah doing Pilates. Yay!
All right. So we're all fit and healthy. We're all absolutely willing to participate. Are we okay with the aircon? Yeah. If you need me to turn it off at any point, because it will get quite chilly, then just give me the nod and we'll shout today at reception and you can turn it down. All right. So thank you for coming. What we're going to do is get started. So welcome to Pilates. We're going to be here for 45 minutes. So 10 minutes doing some warming up and some preparation, 25 minutes of the exercises, and then 10 minutes to cool down and stretch as well. All right. So when we get started, what we're going to do, we're going to learn our ABC. So we're going back to basics. This is A for alignment, B for breathing, C for centering. So find a comfortable position on your mat or on the floor, whatever feels best for you. And when you're ready, what we're going to do, we're going to take some time just shifting the body weight. So lifting the toes up, spreading the toes really wide, give them a little wriggle, and then pop them back down on the floor. And then it might feel nice to gently sway side to side or slightly rock forward and backward to notice your posture. And then you'll kind of settle into a really great position where the weight is evenly distributed between both feet and you feel really grounded and supported. Yeah, really good. So have a little play around with it, shifting the body weight. Just noticing any bits of the body which feel a bit like we might be leaning to one side or slightly forward or backward. That's completely normal. We're going to see if we can find that midpoint, that perfect posture. And then hands on hips, pelvic tilt. So we're bringing the hips forward and backwards. So a little bit Michael Jackson and then Beyonce. Yeah, that one. Yeah, you know the one. So moving forwards and backwards. Maybe perhaps feeling it around the lower back when you push your pelvis backwards. And just noticing what's happening around the midsection, around the glutes, different muscles engaging depending on where your pelvis is. And then we're going to eventually settle into a place where there's neither tilting backwards or forwards. We're kind of somewhere in the middle. And we feel again really supported from the feet to the knees, knees to the hips, hips to shoulders, and grounded. Good. So once we've got all of that in place, our alignment, our centering, now we place the hands around the rib cage and we're going to work on our breath, the B part. So as you inhale, feel your rib cage expand wide to the side. And as you exhale, feel your ribs coming away from your hands and everything feels a lot tighter and more compact. Try that again. Inhale, lateral breath out to the side. Exhale, pull the belly away from the hands. Good. Keep that going. Inhale in. Exhale gently out of the mouth like you're blowing out through a straw. It might even feel good here to close your eyes. We're going to come back to this breathing from time to time all the way through our class today. And this is about becoming aware of that connection, that centering, everything working from the core of your body. And putting those A, B, C's together, alignment, breathing and centering. Then remain doing that breath, relax your arms down by the side and we're going to do some neck mobility. So we're going to say no, turning the chin over the shoulder and then all the way across to the other side. So we're looking at the wall and then we're going to look at the mirror. And as you turn to look in the mirror, great opportunity to check your posture. You can see how you're standing, shoulders above hips, hips above knees. And feeling a stretch from around the back of the ear, almost down towards the collarbones. Just do what feels good. Let's take one more in each direction and then we're going to say yes. Chin to chest and then eyes to horizon. And then we want to feel a stretch. It's coming almost from the back of the neck down towards in between the shoulder blades. And only if it feels good in your body, in your neck, slightly lifting the chin and the eye gaze up. Only slightly, we don't want to overextend. And these movements in the neck, particularly good, especially if we sit down a lot or we're on our phones or our computers or maybe driving for long periods of time. Really good to relax and stretch through the neck. Let's take one more and then we're going to go into standing cat. So lacing the fingers together out in front and then pushing the spine backwards. Imagine you're hugging one of the columns in the room, wrap your arms around it and then relax, stand up straight. And then we repeat, perhaps making it a little bigger or more exaggerated every single time. So it's feeling the skin of the upper back stretching, maybe feeling a bit like the Hulk, like your t-shirt's going to rip at the back. And once again, we get an opportunity to notice our posture. Are your feet starting to change position? Are your pelvis is moving as you're stretching? Just becoming aware of any other movements apart from around the upper back. And let's give two more great big hugs, really round through the arms, like you're hugging a beach ball. And then we're going to move on to some torso twisting. So hands under the chest line, we're going to move our feet and we're going to rotate. So I like to think this is a bit like squeezing moisture out of a wet towel. So we're rotating the upper body around in the opposite direction to the legs. So a bit more movement, might notice the breath changes a little because we're moving a lot of body parts. Yeah, that's great, Claire, really good. That's it. And where it feels good to make it that little bit more exaggerated, get a little more of that torso rotation, absolutely go for that. And you can slow things down if you need to. It might feel nice to get the arms going a little bit as well. You can relax your arms and let them wrap around. That feels really good, really relaxing. That is moving, that's how good it is. Good, excellent, everybody. Let's do a couple more of those. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now we're going to come to our standing camel, placing the hands onto the lower back, so right down at the bottom, palms relaxed. And then as you inhale, we're going to push the chest forward and we're going to feel a little back extension. And then you can relax and stand up straight. So pushing the hips forward, big butt squeeze. That's a great picture, good. Keeping the chin slightly tucked in, that's going to really look after our cervical spine. And a very gentle press of the hands around the lower back area. That's it. Exhale as you push forward. Inhale to return to standing. This looks great. These are the kind of stretches you might find you do a lot over the summer when you're sitting on a long aeroplane ride or in a cramped up car on your road trip. Oh, it feels nice to do stretches like this once you get out and you're standing, right? So let's do some more. Exhale as you push forward. There. Exhale on the exertion. Inhale to stand back up. Feel better? Yeah, lots of room. Great. You might like to make these a little bigger. Now we've got some movement in the body, clasping the hands together like we did for standing cat, and pulling the knuckles down towards the floor. So we're only doing what feels good in the body, we're not forcing anything or overextending. We're just finding some movement that feels right this morning. Take 2 more in your own time. That's great. Well, then really squeeze the butt. That's going to help. And then once you've done your final one by standing up, we're going to reset that great perfect posture. So if anything's moved, let's reset it. And then extending your left arm out to the front. Use your right hand to pull your fingers back. We're going to get a really good stretch into the forearm there. That should feel good. Then arm comes up and overhead, and we side bend to the right. Excellent. And then come back, lower down, change sides. So pulling the right fingers back with the left hand, feel the stretch in the forearm, arm up overhead, find some lateral flexion. That's it. Keep repeating that. So having a good look in the mirror, perhaps noticing, do you go quite far over on one side and not so much on the other? That's totally normal too. And our forearm stretch, it's very, very rare we stretch into our forearms, but they're working muscles, so that should feel quite rewarding, a little stretch into the forearms. Exhale as you bend across. Really good, everybody. Really good form. Let's take one more on each side. In your own time, no rush. And then once you've finished your stretch, let me know by keeping your arms up in the air, palms facing one another. I know it's early, but we're going to check that proprioception. So when you're ready, left arm forward, right arm backwards in circles. That's it. Left arm forward, right arm backwards. And then allow your hands to pass through the centre. There you go, everybody. Yeah, it's a better thought, right? So this is what we call proprioception. This is brain and body working together, and it's great shoulder mobility as well. Yes. Mate, you kind of look like you're bringing an aeroplane in. This way, this way. Brilliant. And then leave your arms at the top. Now let's go right arm forward, left arm backwards. Oh, we're going to have to think about that one then, Waleed, yes. So great shoulder mobility. Moving the arms around in those beautiful big circles. Stopping to pause and think for a moment about which one goes where. You might notice your hips start to move as well, that's okay. It's bringing that awareness to the body of, even though we're trying to isolate the arms, our skeleton is connected, it's going to start moving. And one more. There we go. And relax. Good. Take a few moments now. Let's mobilise the ankles. So one foot at a time, picking it up off the floor, drawing some little circles in the air, and then swapping feet regularly. So imagine you're drawing a tiny circle, about the size of an apple, round and round with the ankle. Completely normal if, as you do this, you start to hear clicking or crunching. Noisy joints are usually very happy joints. So giving the ankles a little wriggle around. Very good. A few more. And then a little way of mobilising a little bit extra into the feet. Popping the toes down and then pushing gently down onto your mat. Now, we don't want to do anything that's painful, we're just giving the feet a stretch in lots of different directions. So if that makes you pull a little face, lots of breathing and a little bit of bending into the feet. That feels so good. might feel that stretch going up the front of your shins as well. Totally normal. One more each side. And we are nearly ready to get going. And then once you've done your one more each side, we're going to do open gate. Pick a knee, doesn't matter which, we can swap. We're picking the knee up and drawing a big circle, like we're opening a gate. So you might use your hands on your hips to steady, you might step off your mat. The mats are quite thick and squishy, which is going to be useful later. And drawing circles. Maybe they're small, maybe they're really big circles. You choose whatever feels good in your hips. And my challenge is, can you put your foot back like into wet snow, back into the same place where you picked it up from, for that perfect posture that we set at the start. Once again, any feelings of your hips making clicking or crunching noises, clunking around, totally normal. That's why we're doing this. Very good, everyone. Let's take one more each side. Excellent. And then coming towards the back of your mat, facing the mirror, we're going to begin our roll down. So this is how we're going to get down onto the floor. So looking straight ahead into the mirror, let's check the posture again. Feet under hips, even distribution of weight between both feet, relax the shoulders, and we want to make sure that we've got that centered core. Okay, like zipping the coat up and pulling the core away from the zip. Relax your hands down by your side naturally, let your arms be really loose. We're going to tuck the chin and roll down. So tuck your chin and then start to roll down, arms hanging down by side. One bit of spine at a time. That's it, mate. Little bend in the knees if that feels better. And take your time rolling all the way down towards the mat. Crown of head heavy. Once you feel you're at the bottom, we start to roll back up. One bit of spine at a time, stacking back in order on top of one another. Head is the last thing up, eyes to horizon. Let's repeat that when you're ready, rolling down. Just one bit of spine at a time. It's really good, Claire, really good. And then rolling back up. Excellent. Notice the breath. A slow exhale as you roll down, expelling the air so that we can get a little bit lower perhaps every single time. On your next roll down, so on the way down, I want you to pause there for just a moment in your roll down. And then meet me in all fours position. So walking the hands along the mat, come down to all fours. So the mat should feel nice and squidgy under your knees, that should feel really good. And we're going to find cat pose, some back flexion. Spread your fingers really wide, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. And then pressing the spine up towards the ceiling, tucking the chin and the tailbone, and then returning back to your all fours position. So a strong exhale as you push up. Inhale through the nose to return back to all fours. Good. So imagine you're trying to touch the ceiling today with the spine. That's really good, mate. Pressing right into the hand of there. Oh yeah, that's really, really good. Much better. Very good. So exhale as you push up. Really press the ground away. Inhale gently to return back to all fours. So we did this standing, everyone. Does it feel different here in all fours? Just becoming aware of that difference. Really good. Your exhale on the way up. So imagine as you're inhaling to come back to the start position, your back is flat like a tabletop. And we could rest our coffees on your flat back. And then as you exhale, push your spine up. Imagine the coffee spilling and falling off everywhere. That's it. Very good. Taking one more, cat, exhale, best one, last one, really push up, notice how high your spine goes now, and then relax down to all fours. Well done everybody. We're now going to make our way to a high plank, so our position remains the same, except we extend one leg back and then the other, coming into high plank. Long straight spine. Option to pop the knees down, you're still going to be working just as hard. Then left knee towards nose, so we bring the knee into the nose, pushing the spine up like we just did in cat, stepping back to high plank, and then changing legs. So nose towards knee. Exhale as you bring your nose towards your knee, and press the spine right up towards the ceiling. That's it. You're making space underneath your body to bring your knee in. Very good. So push right up into my hand. Bring the knee in at the same time. That's really good. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back to high plank. Now we're going to take a few of these. So popping the knees down does not make them easier. It just gives you some extra time to get some really good quality reps in. Really good, mate. So keeping the shoulders above wrists. See? That's really good. Excellent. Really good posture. Feeling the control. The length of your body. So how long can you make your body when you're in high plank? Reaching the crown of the head towards the mirror and the feet back towards the wall. Take one more on each leg, everyone. And then remaining in high plank, we're going to go for some side plank rotations. So you're going to turn sideways to face me, reaching fingers towards the ceiling, pause for a breath, and then we'll revolve all the way back through the centre and turn to face the wall. So our side plank rotations. These can absolutely be done with the knee down on the bottom. Exhale as you turn and open. Inhale to control the return. So mat too squishy. Yeah, keeps moving, yeah. Nice for the knees. Very good. So imagine you're pointing to north with your fingers. And as you look in the mirror, just behind me, hand directly above shoulder, and hips are stacked. Very good. That's great, Claire. Great option. Sit may exhale as you turn. Inhale back to that high plank. Let's take one more each side, looking strong, everybody. Great control. And then when you turn to me next time, we're going to lie down slightly on the side. Excellent. Elbow underneath shoulder, and we're going to get ready for our sideline front kick. So we're going to bend the bottom knee for support. We want a long, straight spine. So imagine there's something wet on the mat, and you're trying to pull your waist muscles away from the ground. The top leg, we're going to stick it out directly, pointing the toe, and then we're going to drag the toes forward and the heel back. So imagine if you had a pencil in between your toes, you're drawing the same line on the wall every single time. Pointing the toe, flexing and extending the foot in our side lying kicks. So becoming really aware of which body parts are moving apart from the leg. So how can we stabilise the other parts of the body so we're only moving the leg and the foot forward and backwards? That's it, really good. So lifting up and away from the mat, and imagine that long straight spine. So we can use the arms supporting us on the floor. Perhaps we can take that up in the air. Just take a little bit of the support away. So we have to use more of our control in the core. We might even be able to pop up onto the knee, a bit like side plank, and just add a little extra level to make that more challenging. Yeah, that's great, Stuart. Let's take one more kick forwards and backwards together, and then lower down wherever you are, and we can change sides. So instead of rolling over, because I want to see your beautiful faces, just other end of your mat. Stop whichever level feels good for you. Maybe we're going to take the option here. Maybe you're going to start down here and then work your way up. There are lots of options. Do what feels right. Pointing the toe as you bring the leg forwards, flexing and dragging the heel back. That's it. Very good. Great, Mitch. Good. Very elegant, mate. Very good. That's it, Willie. Really good. So imagine underneath here we've got like a can of Coke or something. That's it. That's really good. Long, straight spine. Really good. So how can we keep hips still? See as you drag the leg forward and back. More here. That's much better. Really good. So we're isolating the leg. Remember, option coming up, perhaps lowering back down if you're already up here. The control and that really great long alignment. Take one more forward, one more backwards. Well done, everybody, and then relax down. We're going to roll onto the tummy, forehead onto the back of the hands, and we're going to start our flutter kicks. So picking the knees up off the floor, point your toes, imagine you are swimming for new horizons. So breathing with control, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Kicking your feet a bit like an outboard motor on your speedboat. There it goes. Good. You can slow it down, you can speed it up. You might even like to lift your knees a little higher off the floor. Breathing in, out. Feeling some heat in the core now, maybe even around your glutes. Let's keep it going. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a moment to relax. Notice the breath. And then we're going to repeat those flutter kicks again in 4, 3, 2, and let's go again. Flutter kicks. Very good. So relaxing forehead on the back of hands. Big strong squeeze through the glutes. And swimming for a new shore. Really good. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Very good. Feeling like we're really earning the recoveries now in between. We're going to do that one more time, third time lucky. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and in 3, 2, and 1. Let's repeat our flutter kicks. And if you'd like to add a little bit of hot sauce, Perhaps lifting the forehead off the back of the hands, palms face down, arms behind you. And we're going to lift the chest off the floor, squeezing the glutes, pushing the shoulder blades back. That's great, mate. Turning the palms so they face down. And keeping the knees off the floor. Great, Waleed. Great effort. Let's keep going. For 5, 4, 3. Oh, sorry, 3. 2 and 1, and relax forehead or back of hands. You can't trust Pilates counting. It's completely different maps. Very good. Well done, everyone. So now we're going to get into some muscles on the back of the body. We're going to stay in this position, belly down. So if you lift your head, turn and look at me just for a second. We're going to take the arms up and overhead like a big capital Y. Then exhale as we pull the arms down, look ahead. Inhale, arms go back overhead. So it's like a lat pull down. So you might have done these on the machine in the gym before. We're pulling, arms back and down, shoulder blades come together, and then arms overhead. Squeezing hard through the butt, and we want to keep the legs on the floor. That's it, really good. Yeah, just like that, really great height. That's it, mate. Have your legs as wide apart as you need. You squeeze my fingers in between your shoulder blades. Give that a try on this one. Oh, yes, very, very good. That's great, Mitch, great height. Strong back muscles. These are really good exercises to improve our posture. Can you press the top of your feet down hard onto the mat? Really hard. Squeeze bum. That's much better. Really good. Very good. Let's take just 3 more. Exhale as you lift. Inhale to return. And after that third and final one, relaxing, and then when you're ready, roll over onto your back. Doing great, everybody. So onto the back. Take your time getting super comfortable. Relax your shoulders. Think about those adjustments we made when we were standing with our posture. Similar ones here. Making sure the pelvis is level. Should feel a bit like you've got a frozen pea underneath your lower back. So we don't want to give it too much room, but neither do we want to lie on it and squish it into the ground and melt it. So just being aware of that posture. We're not quite imprinting the spine on the mat. A little frozen pea underneath. Wonderful. Then keeping your right knee bent and the foot flat on the floor for now. Lifting your left leg in the air, point your toes. And we're going to circle it out wide to the side, up through the centre. Wide to the side, up through the centre. So we're drawing a semicircle with the toes, keeping the rest of the body as still as possible. So looking out for that right knee. What's happened to that right leg is the knee starting to drift out to the side. How can we keep that in the centre where it started? So we're still engaging all around the hips and the pelvis, perhaps squeezing through the glutes to keep the legs secure and still. Yeah, feeling that, mate? Yeah, good. So this is where that Pilates awareness comes in. We're now aware that the right leg might be drifting slightly. We're going to use our concentration to bring that back in. That's it. Relax your head down for me, Waleed. That's it. Very good, everyone. Now reverse the circle. So wherever you are now, reverse the circle, coming all the way back through the centre and down. Press the right foot really hard into the ground so we can stabilise the knee and the pelvis all the way up the leg. Maybe the circles are quite big, maybe they're very small, and that's okay. Exhale on the part of the move that you find difficult. That's it, really. Try and relax up the body. Hard to go in the other way around, great, yeah. Maybe that's because the leg's already tired, maybe that takes a little more concentration. Do 2 more in that direction. And then we're going to change legs. So we want to super glue the left foot into the floor, spread the toes, and then press your left butt and hip down hard onto your mat. Extend right leg into the air, toes point, and then start drawing the circle out wide to the side, down towards the ground and up through the centre. Now the first couple, you might notice a lot of the body starts moving with you. Then how do we keep that still and centred? So keeping that right knee towards the midline, press the left foot hard into the floor. Not too many legs, lefts and rights. That's really good circles, mate, really good. That's it, believe. Remember to breathe. Exhale when it feels difficult. That might be taking the leg out to the side. That's great. Keep that knee in the centre. How does this side feel, Claire, compared to the other side?
Easier that way around.
Easier this way round. Is this a better leg for you, Stuart? This leg easier, interesting. So a great way to really bring awareness to your body. We're noticing differences already from one side to the other, in one direction compared to the other. So this is a great time to really notice those tiny little differences in each side of the body. Take 2 more in this direction. This might be your favourite direction. And then reverse those leg circles. See if you can draw the exact same circle, bit of cramp. Concentrated, good. So making the leg a little longer. So as you point your toes, imagine your leg is getting longer. The circles are accurate. There's a certain elegance to the way you're drawing your circle, and it's becoming more accurate every time. Good. Keeping that left leg as still as possible, using a bit of brain as well as body. Better on this side, May, or the other? This side. Interesting. What about you, Mitch? Better this side or the other? Wow, interesting. Yeah, really good. And I hope that stays with you sort of after our class, that's maybe something we've learned, that going around one way definitely a lot easier than the other, and perhaps that's something we can work on again. Take 2 more circles, really accurate and precise. And then we're going to bring our knees to tabletop position. So knees above hips, shins parallel with the ceiling. Still got that frozen P under your lower back. Fingertips to temples, elbows wide, so you should feel the flesh of your arms touching the floor or the mat. And then we want to tuck the chin in and lift the shoulders off the floor so that we're looking at the thighs or through the gap. Bicycle crunchies. Taking right elbow towards the inside of left knee. And then rotate and change. So I like to imagine a giant is standing on my tummy, pressing down. So the shoulders peel off the floor and we rotate through the midsection. These are our bicycle crunchies. So opposite elbow to the inside of opposite knee. That's it, Claire. So check me out. See, opposite elbow, opposite knee. You can tap the toes down as you bring elbow to knee. You might perhaps keep your head and shoulders down a little lower towards the ground. Breathing out as you turn. Breathe in as you go through the centre. Breathe out. Breathe in. Yeah, looking really good, team. So we're using our obliques, our twisting muscles, our waist muscles. Anytime you need to take a little rest, please do. And then join back in when you're ready. Remember there's options, tapping the toes. Really good. Keeping the elbows as wide to the side as you can. And imagine turning from the centre of your chest, a bit like Iron Man. There we go, very good. And then I've got a little challenge for you this morning. What about cycling your legs backwards? So we reverse the legs round, backward cycling. So take a moment for your brain to get this one together with your body, cycling backwards. So opposite elbow still touches the inside of opposite knee. That's it. Take a rest if you need to. We don't want to feel any stress or tension in the neck. Excellent. Imagine ribs sliding down towards hips. And cycle your bike backwards. That's it. Can you speed those up, Stuart? Can you cycle backwards faster? At least you're honest. No. So that might be the next level. Cycling a little quicker, making it a little more fluid. These look fantastic, team. Remember the breathing. Breathe out when it feels challenging. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathing these into the chest. Give the legs a little cuddle. Might feel great to have a little sway side to side. Very good, everyone. Oh, we look like we felt those ones. Good. Gonna turn the lights down just a touch so that we can have some stretches. There we go. Without getting our retinas burnt. There you go, good. So take a moment, enjoy those little cuddles at your knees. And then relax, feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. So imagine you're lying down on a set of skis. Your knees, your feet, your hips, they're all on the same line. Then left leg in the air, we're going to find a hamstring stretch. So perhaps holding the back of the thigh, maybe the calf, perhaps even up towards the ankle, if your flexibility allows for that today. So feel the stretch. And then we're going to introduce what's called some PNF stretching. That stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. It's a big one. And for that, we're going to use our really strong breath technique. So try this with me. As you inhale, squeeze your leg really tightly, activate all the muscles from the toes right down to the hip. And then as you exhale, relax the leg and pull the leg closer in. Wonderful, I saw that. Let's try that again. Inhale, really squeeze the leg super, super tight. Then exhale, relax, soften it and pull the leg in closer. Again, inhale, really squeeze the muscles in the leg. Exhale, soften the leg and gently pull in a little closer. Noticing already how much your flexibility has increased just in those 4 breaths. If you feel you've got a little more to give here, you might like to extend your right leg out straight on the floor. Just see if there's a little more range for your hamstring stretch. Really good. One more time with the breath. And then relax that leg. Let's try the same thing on the other side. So a very gentle start, right leg in the air, noticing the stretch straight away without having to do much. Then inhale, squeeze all of the muscles in the leg tight. Exhale, relax, soften the leg and pull the leg with your hands. Really good. Repeat that. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, soften and increase. Good. Remember, option to extend your left leg out straight if you feel like there's more generosity in your stretch. Take one more big breath in, squeeze hard. Make the exhale last a lot longer, soften the leg, pull in. Very, very good. Well done, everybody. Great. Bringing the knees back in towards the chest, give them another little cuddle. Perhaps a gentle sway left and right. And then we're going to move into supine twist. So dropping your knees towards me, opening the arms wide to the side, palms face up. Now your knees can be right up by your armpits, right down towards the bottom of the mat. And we want to anchor the shoulders onto the mat below. Now in the same way we stretched and mobilised our neck at the very start, you can also stretch here by turning your chin away from your knees. So if that feels good, give that a little try. This is a great relaxing stretch for your lumbar spine, your lower back area. Really soft in the breath, still inhaling through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you're ready in your own time, changing sides. So knees away from me. And only if it feels good, chin away from knees to the other side. Really relax through your shoulders, anchoring the weight really evenly between your shoulders into the mat below. Where can you soften just a bit more here? Take 3 more breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, soft and in your own time. And after that third exhale, when you're ready, gather yourself up, support your body and come and meet me in a seated position. When you're ready, no rush, use your arms, maybe rock your way up, whatever feels good. I'm going to stretch around the inner thighs and hips. It's called seated cobbler. Bring the soles of the feet together. You want to maintain that great posture that we set up at the start. Might feel nice to move your knees up and down like the wings of a butterfly, just fluttering around there. There you go, a bit of relief around the hips and groin, really good. And then we can apply that same P and F breath technique to this stretch here as well. So taking as long as you need to get into position, we bring elbows onto the inside of knees. As you inhale, pushing your knees up and your elbows down, give that a try. Big in-breath through the nose, knees up, elbows down hard. Then on your exhale, soften your legs and just push your elbows down on them. Yeah, like that. Inhale, knees up, elbows down hard. Exhale, soften legs and just push your elbows down on them. Repeating that in your own time. Inhale, force up and down. Excellent, Waleed. Exhale, down. Taking a moment to notice just how far along this stretch you've now got. Where you started compared to where you are now. Simply concentrating and using that breath and this incredible stretching technique. Take one more, best one, last one. And then when you're ready, relax, sitting comfortably, whether that's legs crossed, whatever feels comfortable for you. We're going to take some shoulder rolls, bringing the hands up onto the shoulders, and imagine you're drawing circles on the mirror and the wall. Doesn't matter which direction, we can change. And again, if it feels quite clunky or you can hear some noises coming out of your shoulders, totally normal. Let's give them a little stretch and immobilize. Is it the mat or the shoulders? What is it? What's making that noise? And then changing direction. Again, noticing perhaps one way round felt a little bit more fluid, the other maybe not. Totally normal, but great to be aware. Take 3 more circles. Really good, everyone. And then no rush, doesn't matter which direction you're facing, then come to all fours. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take your time setting up, feeling really supported in this boxed quadruped position. I'm going to take some cat and cow. So as you exhale, push your spine up towards the ceiling, tucking chin and tailbone. When you're ready to inhale, press the tummy down, lifting the chin and tailbone into your cow stretch. We're going to keep changing direction, back flexion as you push your spine up, and extension as you press down. Very good. I like to imagine a big puddle of water in my lower back as I'm in extension in cow. Then as I move into flexion in cat, I'm trying to empty the little pool and make sure all the water spills out. Can you perhaps do the same? Just moving in your own time. If you want to pause for an extra breath, either on the way up or down, whatever your body is saying it needs, listen to that little message. Great to oblige. These look fantastic, everybody. and hopefully they feel a lot better than when we started. Take one more in each direction in your own time. And then we're going to tuck the toes and walk the hands back to the feet so we come to a folded position. In that forward fold. So your feet are pretty much under your hips, make any adjustments, bend your knees a lot and let your head just relax down, arms really heavy. Good. Thinking back to the very start when we did our roll downs, we're going to repeat those now. So when you're ready, we're going to roll all the way up, one bit of spine at a time. Head is the last thing up, as eyes meet the horizon. And then rolling back down again. Head is heavy and leads the way down. Bend your knees if you need to. Finding those beautiful roll-ups and downs. Bring all of your attention to your spine, one block of vertebra at a time, moving up and down. Really good. And the next time you're up, let's stay up and let's get you ready for the rest of your day outside this room. So once you're up, take as much time as you need, turn and face me, and let's come back to those A, B, C's. Feet beneath hips, spine, your perfect posture. Let's give the toes a little wriggle, that even distribution of weight. It's quite easy to find that on these squishy mats because you'll really notice whether one foot is pressing down more onto the foam than the other. Those lateral breaths, that feeling of being really centered into the core. Arms into the air, and we're going to breath swing. As you exhale, relax down, then come up. So relax the arms, relax the face. And really soften where you can, make them feel really good. A bit like you're throwing away any negativity, any worries, throw them away. Take two more. Last one. And relax. And that is our class done for this morning. Well done, everybody. Fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that. If I can just hold on to you for a moment and ask you for some feedback. So was there anything in that you found quite tricky that really surprised you of how difficult it felt or challenging it felt? Anything at all? The legs going round? Yeah.
I think when you were saying to like stop moving parts of your body and just focus on moving the singular part, that was really, like, as soon as you start thinking about it, you really realise it and then you concentrate, stop it happening. So,
amazing. And did it feel better when she got that concentration and could move it?
yeah, it felt like you were really targeting the bit you were doing your efforts to move. So, yeah.
Fantastic. And then the breath, did you find it quite difficult working the breath, exhaling when it felt difficult? Yeah.
I can see it's the opposite to me.
Yeah.
I had to think, keep thinking to do it the right way.
Great. And I guess that's the point, is becoming really aware of the breathing that's going to help the control. Because if you think when we exhale, everything comes in, and then we've got that really strong centering and can move everything really good. Any feedback for me?
I've never done Pilates before, and I was really worried, but your instructions are so clear to follow
Right.
that I could close my eyes and just listen to your voice and just and do the move. So
Great, fantastic. So you do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, she signed up now. Did you hear that? Great. Well, thank you so much for coming, and I would love to see you again. And if there are any more questions, please come and talk to me. But I'm really grateful for you coming, and I hope you enjoyed that. So well done to you. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Right then. What a way to do a Sunday, right? Really good. Great. Thank you very much. Very good for you as well. Right, okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, sometimes it's you know, she's tired and you know it's a lot of tucking, isn't it? Yeah, really good. Thank you so much. Very, very good. Thanks, mate.